We are going to start exercise number 3.5, in which we will learn three methods to solve a given system of linear equations. First of all, we have to learn that what is a system of linear equation, why it is called system of linear equations. A linear equation is one in which all the variables have degree 1. That is, in question number 1 you can see that the powers of x, y and z in each equation is 1. So these are linear equations, and if we have two or more than two linear equations in a single question, then this will form a system of linear equations. Linear equation is one in which the degree of each variable is 1, and if we have more than one equations, then this will form system of those linear equations, and we have to solve this system of linear equation by using matrices. There are three methods. The first method is by using Cramer's rule. The second method is by using matrix method or matrices, that is inverse and cofactors, and the third method is by reducing the given system of linear equations into augmented matrix and then reduce into echelon form or reduce echelon form by performing some row operations or column operations. So we start from question number 1. The statement is solve the equations by Cramer's rule. Cramer's rule is also called method of determinants because we find 4 determinants in each question of Cramer rule, in which system of linear equation gives a matrix of order 3 cross 3, and all the matrices in your course which are involved in Cramer's rule are of the order 3 cross 3. They are square matrices and order 3 cross 3. So we learn the method Cramer rule on question number 1 part 1. The given system is 2x plus 2y plus z is equal to 3, 3x minus 2y minus 2z is equal to 1, and 5x plus y minus 3z is equal to 2. These are the three equations, three linear equations, and they are simultaneously solved. So this is system of linear equation. So first we have written the system in solution, and from here we extract three matrices. The matrix of coefficients, and coefficients are the numbers which are multiplied with the variables x, y and z in each equation. So we see that the matrix of coefficients will be A is equal to 2, 2, 1, 3 minus 2 minus 2 and 5, 1 minus 3. We have to find determinant of this matrix to check that either determinant is 0 or non-zero. If the determinant is 0, then there is no solution to this system of linear equation, because we have to divide the determinant in each variable calculation in Cramer's rule. So first we check the number or value which determinant has in this equation. In this question, a mod is equal to 2, 2, 1, 3 minus 2 minus 2 and 5, 1 minus 3 mod. We expand this determinant by using row 1. Expanding by R1, we will get plus 2 outside the determinant, and we will leave or delete row 1 and column 1. We will get minus 2 minus 2 1 minus 3. Then second element of first row will come outside with minus sign, that is minus of 2, and this element is in first row and second column. So we delete first row and second column and get 3 minus 2, 5 minus 3, and determinant of it we will solve in the next step. Then the last element of first row is plus 1. So after putting plus 1 outside, since 1 is in first row and third column, so we will delete first row and third column and we will get 3 minus 2, 5, 1. We have expanded this determinant by using row number 1. Now 2 is outside and the determinants insides are of order 2 cross 2, which are very familiar to you. You have studied in your metric class that how to expand a determinant of order 2 cross 2. Simply we will multiply the main diagonal elements and subtract the secondary diagonal elements multiplication from them. That is minus 2 into minus 3 plus 6 minus into 1 into minus 2 minus 2 and minus into minus becomes plus, that is 6 plus 2. Then minus 2 is outside, we multiply 3 with minus 3 and put minus sign, and we multiply 5 with minus 2, that is minus 9 plus 10, and plus 1 is outside, we will multiply 3 with 1 and 5 with minus 2 and subtract them, we will get 3 plus 10. After simple calculation we will get a determinant is equal to 27. So you can see that the determinant value is a real number and not equal to 0. So we can find the solution of system of linear equation which is given in this question part 1. This is confirmation step, that is if a determinant is not equal to 0, is equal to a real number, then you can find the solution of given system of linear equation. Now we proceed further. In Cramer's rule, first we find d1, d2 and d3, then we find the variables x, y, z. What is d1, d2 and d3? We will learn first what is meant by d1 and what is meant by d2 and what is meant by d3. d1 is obtained by interchanging first column of A with the column of coefficients which is written on the right side of the equations, that is 3, 1, 2. If you see on the given system of linear equation, then you have the constants on the right side of three equations. They are 3, 1, 2. They make a column on right side. So you have to replace or interchange the first column with this column 3, 1, 2 and you will get the matrix D1. Now we have to find determinant of this matrix. D1 is equal to 3 to 1, 1 minus 2 minus 2, 2, 1 minus 3 mod. So by expanding with first row we will get the same steps. 3 is outside, then 2 is outside with minus sign, then 1 is outside with plus sign, and after deleting the rows and columns which are included in these numbers, we will get the second step, and finally after simple calculation we will get the determinant value which is equal to 27. Now D1 determinant is found which is equal to 27. Similarly we have to find D2 and D3 determinants. So for D2 we have to replace the second column, that is 2 minus 2 1, with the column of coefficients 3 1 2, and we will get 2 3 1, 3 1 minus 2, 5 2 minus 3 matrix, and we have to find the determinant of this matrix. Then we place mod on the given matrix, and again by expanding with first row and the same steps followed, we will get this determinant is equal to 0. The value of D2 is equal to 0, and 0 value is accepted in determinants because 0 is a real number. Now we will find the next determinant which is D3. The determinant D3 will obviously be obtained by replacing the third column of matrix A, that is 1 minus 2 minus 3, with the column of coefficients on the right side which is 3 1 2, and we will get the matrix 2 2 3, 3 minus 2 1 and 5 1 2. And now we have to find the determinant of this matrix. We will expand this matrix again from first row, and after the similar steps we will get the value 27. Now we have found three determinants. First determinant value is 27, which is obtained by replacing the first column. The second determinant value is obtained 0, which is obtained by replacing the second column, and the third determinant value is obtained equal to 27, which is obtained by replacing the third column of the given matrix A. Now Cramer rule is about the value of determinants. The main value of determinant, which was the main matrix A, were calculated before, which was equal to 27. Now you have to simply divide this value of A determinant to all three values calculated after, that is D1, D2 and D3. If we will divide D1 with A determinant, then Cramer rule says that we will find the first variable, which is x in this case. If we divide D2 with the determinant A mod, then we will find the second value of variable, which is y in this question. And if we divide D3 with A mod, then we will get the third value of determinant, that is z, which is given in this question. So Cramer rules say that we have to find four determinants. Three are D1, D2 and D3, and the main determinant of given matrix, which is A determinant. And after dividing A determinant to D1, D2, D3, we will get x, y and z. So putting the values in these equations, we will get x is equal to 27 was D1 over 27, which was equal to A determinant. So 27 over 27 gives x equal to 1. The second value is y is equal to 0 over 27, since D2 was 0 and A determinant was 27. So we will get y equal to 0. And the third value, z is equal to 27 over 27, that is z is equal to 1. So these are the three variables which we have to find in this system of linear equation. And what is meant by solution of system of linear equation? Solution is called to the values of the variables. The variables involved in this question were x, y and z, and we have found the values of x, y and z in this question by using Cramer's rule. So the solution is complete. Hence x is equal to 1, y equal to 0 and z is equal to 1 are the mains values of the system of linear equations, which are also called solutions of system of linear equation. The next method is matrix method, in which we need cofactors and adjoint of given matrix. This method will be studied in our next lecture. So this was today's lecture, and all the remaining parts, that is part 2 and part 3 of question number 1, are for your self exercise. So take care of yourself and